So I'm in at the moment writing the a book on the totally unique Mickey Duff. Um, and I interviewed this. I've interviewed a few people last couple of weeks, and a story's come back to me that I totally forgot. But I interviewed a guy in the boxing world years ago, and he told me. I just totally forgot. I didn't even put it in the Sykes books, and I knew about it. And anyway, I interviewed another guy, and he told me the story. So obviously Mickey Duff was very what's the word? Cantankerous. That's a good word to describe him. And he loved an argument, loved to stand his ground. Um, you know, had many arguments with famous fighters. I think there's a well-known story of him and Mark Kayler nearly almost fighting at the York Hall. Uh, he openly talks about Rocky Marciano putting his hands on him. And then, of course, he had many, I don't know what run-ins is the word. A lot of ill feeling with the Cray twins. Barred them from one of his shows in 1965. Barred the Richardsons as well, and Mad Frankie Fraser. Refused to send them tickets out. But the story I was reminded was the two characters who absolutely detested each other. And I mean serious hate was Mickey Duff and Paul Sykes, who I did 3 books on as well. Uh, yeah, the I interviewed. Yeah, well, I'll put it in the book. But I interviewed a certain couple of boxing faces. So the reason, so Sykes fought on Mickey Duff's show on General Gardeners. So all the way through the 80s, Duff would never let him live it down. Sykes was uh, in the British boxing scene. He was his name never recovered, and he only fought one more time, and that was actually abroad. Um, yeah, turned his back, was a laughing stock. All the boxing writers savaged him. I want to say quite rightly so, but the Jamie Arthur did it against Scott Quigg about 2010, 2011, and he was ripped to bits as well. It's not often you see a boxer actually turn the back. But anyway, this guy, a well-known boxing face, he said to me, he said, as little as Duff was, he said he used every single time he saw Sykes, he would run up and make a play for him and call him all the cowardly bees under the sun. Yeah, Duff was. Duke McKenzie reminded me of the day. He said he really could stand his ground. I know he didn't look like it, glistening forehead, big thick rim glasses, small in stature. But he could hold his own, and he absolutely ridiculed Paul Sykes all the way through the 80s. If he ever saw him at a boxing show, he would stop and go and antagonise him. And yeah, I'm sure Sykes slags him off in Sweet Agony as well. If it's not Sweet Agony, it's somewhere I have read it. He's says a few derogatory names. But that's true. That is a true story because someone told me years ago, and I interviewed a very famous person in boxing, and he told me the exact same story. He said I was there for one of them. So Mickey Duff, very small guy. The title of the book, The Little Big Man, very fitting, and yeah, it takes some balls to actually go and give Paul Sykes quite a lot of abuse, but he did it on several occasions as well. So they're actually a couple of true stories. Let us know your comments below. Mickey Duff, The Little Big Man, written by myself, Jamie Boyle, forward by Barry McGuigan. It's going to be released next spring, and this is going to be really special. I'm actually even thinking about doing my 4th documentary on the Duff story. So yeah, I have actually messaged some filmmakers this morning. So yeah, watch this space.